Howdy friends, Bernardo Spaniel here from Nardio.net, and I hope you're all doing great. Today I want to talk to you about Drako, Knights and Trolls. That's the box right there. I was hoping this was going to be an affordable gem. You could find this price as low as $15 on Amazon. It's a two-player asymmetrical skirmish game, and that with miniatures. That had me super duper excited because it's just like, oh my God, at that price point, a two-player skirmish board game that takes place on a very small board. This is almost everything I've ever been hoping for. And I bought it, and you can tell by the tone, I didn't really love it. It comes with, let's see, you get 5 miniatures, 3 hero miniatures, and 2 giant troll miniatures that are okay. They're pretty nicely detailed. If you're a decent painter, you could have a good time here. I went kind of crazy with like super bright, crazy colors because you know what? Why not? Let's make the trolls stand out a good bit. And I really enjoyed the painting process with them. For 17 bucks just for the miniatures for a small weekend painting project, I think it's fine. The gameplay, unfortunately, is anything but fine. It's just bad. Unfortunately, it's not a good game. It's not a fun game. Jazz and I did about 4 games, and honestly, I didn't want to do more than the first game. It was that bad. It was that painful. How do I say this? If you're used to two-player skirmish games, you're used to having the ability to just move your miniatures around as you want, thinking around the enemy, their powers, your powers, how do you take, their strengths and the weaknesses. And with the two giant trolls and the 3 humans, it's like, okay, there's going to probably be a lot of strategy here. No, there's the strategy you want to have, you could kind of have, but no, it's all RNG. It's all via the cards. There are 2 decks. There's a hero deck and there's a monster deck. And oh my God, this sucks. Oftentimes you'll find yourself not getting the cards you want at all, and just waiting and waiting as the enemy also is either, or in my case, Jasmine, is either running toward me with her trolls and just destroying me, or she's also floundering around trying to get at me. There's almost no strategy here. You kind of want to use your knights on the hero side to like take the hits and also kind of like not just tank the bad guys, but also put some good hurting on them. And then if he's alive, I believe you get to bring your archers back from the dead. But if you have your knight in the front taking the hits, he can quickly die, then your archers can't come back from the dead. The human side does so little damage, sometimes it feels like an unwinnable game from them. But again, if the cards are in your favor and you're lucky and your opponent is just getting garbage the entire time, you could win, but it never feels satisfying. It's such a frustrating experience because it's just, I know there are a lot of games based on dice rolls, but there's so many cards you have, and it's not like you get to shuffle the cards back into the bottom of the deck. You burn the cards, and if you run out of cards, the game's basically over, and it's just like, it's not fun. This just isn't a fun game. It's frustrating, it's annoying, and it's just like, how is this a modern game? You have no actual control of your characters outside of the player's decks. So if you think, well, if I don't get the cards I need, at least I can still move my character. No, actually you can't. You have no base movement at all with your characters. It's just what you have in the cards. Like your player cards here are just to show your health, and for the trolls, they're rocks that they throw. That's it. You can't run away, you can't move toward. Now, I've seen people talk about this like it's being catered toward kids. I wouldn't want to play this as a kid. It sucks. It's slow, it's uneven, it's wildly unfair, and it just doesn't feel good. The game, it doesn't take that long, but it can feel like it's taking forever because like card draw. It's so bad. And if it's not for kids, you think it'd be some for like adults for a quick game night? No. I honest to God, after we played this, those few times for the review, and honest to God, it's for the review. After the very first time playing it, we both got the gist of the game, like, oh no, this is gonna suck. Sorry, my cat's been wanting attention, so she's being like a little this. Anyway, but we kept doing, it's like, let's be balanced. I want to do a review on this game. And yeah, I think that was like a year and a half ago, because I just didn't even want to touch this anymore. But I got to clear up space in my apartment, so let's pull this garbage down and do the review. 1 second here. Okay. It's not a good game. It's not worth $17 gameplay wise. If you can get it for like $15 and you want to get these 5 miniatures, 2 archer heroes and a knight hero, and then 2 trolls for about $15 to $17, that's on you. They're pretty decently detailed. You can make you can paint them up nicely. I'm pretty happy with what I did. But for a game, it kind of sucks. Maybe if you look at this for the components and you're a game dev yourself and like, hey, I can do with this, maybe I can make something of this small hexagonal board, these miniatures, these HP cards, and maybe I can make a better game with it. And do it, please. Do it, please, 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 and make a better game than this, and I will happily buy it from you. And if it's good, promote it, sing its praises from the heavens, because a tiny game just like this, 2-player, 30-minute game would be the greatest thing ever. Now, there is a sequel to this game that has dwarves versus a dragon, and apparently you could just mix all the units up and play that way. Like you could have dwarves versus knights, or the dragon versus the trolls, or dwarves versus the trolls. But if it's anything like this game, I don't want anything to do with it. I don't recommend it at all. Besides having its components for parts for making your own stuff or for some other hobby projects, this isn't worth it at all. I would not give it away. I would not want to get this as a gift. This is just a painfully bad gameplay experience with no redeeming qualities that would make you want to pick it up after the first time again. So I really, really, really wanted to love this game, but after giving it 3 more chances than it deserved, I cannot recommend this at all. Anywho, that's my honest review of it. I hope you get some value out of it. What do you think? Have you played this game before? Do you think it's good? Do you think there's any sort of changes to be made to make this a better gameplay experience? Honestly, I don't know. I was put off so much by it. I didn't even want to theory craft and make the game better. I just wanted to put it away and never touch it again. Anywho, I hope you're all doing great. Have a good night, guys. Bye.